What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Times.
What's up? What's up?
And LeVon Maynard.
Welcome to the show.
What is going on? So definitely tune in throughout the week. Every episode was very unique, from DDoS attack to credentials being stolen at the UN to tips and tricks for staying safe when you're traveling abroad or stateside, just traveling in general. And then we're here at the rundown where we talk about everything else. So unless somebody's been studying for something, it's not me. So put it out there, get some fillers. So no cybersecurity talk. We can help it. Just talking about things that we've consumed, watched, read, etc. So I did not play any games while I was gone. I've been gone for a week. I worked the entire week, so I did not get it in. However, I believe we talked about Shang-Chi. Did we talk about? No, we didn't talk about it. Okay, so I do have something when we get to me. But with all that being said, how's you guys' week? What have you been up to?
I've been chilling out. I've been enjoying the week. What do we do? I've been playing some, what do they call it? Psychonauts 2 on the Xbox, which is pretty good. It's kind of a platformer game. I think I mentioned it to you, Ryan, because I know you had an Xbox also, but it's pretty much it kind of reminds me like I guess I think they categorize it as like a platform / like collector type game where you're gonna go around collecting, pieces or whatever, and you build your character up a little bit, get some new abilities and all that kind of stuff. And it's pretty good. It's got some good reviews, and it's pretty fun. I played like the first couple levels, but it's all kind of focused around like the mine and has like different things. Like I'm trying to think, some of the baddies, like they have this baddie's like a censor, it's like censorship, and it's like a guy with glasses. Looks like he's like a little suit, and he runs at you with like a big stamp that has like the kind of like the Ghostbusters like kind of line, the red line, whatever.
Okay,
line.
gotcha.
Like cancel, I'm shutting you down. Like you're censored. And he comes at you, he has the glasses on, and he runs at you and tries to stamp you. But you gotta get him out the way. And then you have bad ideas, and then doubt, or some other like baddies that come after you. So it's kind of all focused around the mind. You got to pick up these little figments, and it's all kind of like psychic, mental based like kind of theme. But it's pretty cool. I think they did a good job on it. It has a pretty interesting story so far. I've been playing that. Been watching some Shield. Just got to watch some Shield a little while ago before we got into this podcast today. I'm like almost towards the end of season 3. The wife and I have been enjoying that. We're at the I don't want to give any kind of spoilers, but we're getting into the
season 3 was like 5 years ago.
Right. I know, right? It's probably been around. That's on them. We're at the part where the Hive, I guess the guy's name is Ward, and he's like he's a part of the Hive, and he's kind of doing some stuff. He's kind of like got hemmed up because he's trying to take over the world, and he's trying to make everybody inhuman and give them all super abilities, and also have them like under his control. But you got the Shield agents trying to trap him, trying to hold him down, and they got him kind of hemmed up right now. So it's getting pretty good. It's getting pretty juicy. I'm enjoying it so far.
Did you watch What If this week?
I did watch the What If. Oh, thanks for the reminder.
What about you,
What
Ryan?
If?
I did. I watched it.
Yeah.
Y'all loved it, didn't y'all? Y'all loved it. No,
I was in between. So wow. I love everything. I love everything zombies, and they gave me that. So I appreciate that. But they've been getting so deep and philosophical, the first episodes, and then this one was just pretty much like a break from that, I guess.
So think about it, really.
Yeah, so at the end when they showed the one figure, I was just like, explain that. Like, what? Explain to me what's happening. They was just like, nope, that's it. Next episode.
Right, right.
So it felt anemic, but it's still good. I still enjoyed the action. I'm just saying, like, they got real deep with the Doctor Strange, and then they got to this one. They're just like, man, what are zombies?
Right, right. And run it around. Yeah, I like the, I thought it was kind of interesting. Me and the wife kind of talked about the very end, as you mentioned, the figure holding up his hand or whatever, and like, and him in zombie form, like, what would he wish for if he, what would he want with,
flesh? I don't.
Yeah, he's gonna like, because everybody, all the zombies were still kind of like smart a little bit. They kind of did whatever they did in like regular life, but like,
right.
That was the thing, is they weren't as mindless, right? So
right,
like, you got to
right.
remember, like, yeah, like usually when you see, except for I Am Legend, they kind of went away from it too. Like they say they're
Right.
mindless, right? And they're just gonna do whatever, and they're
Right.
usually slow, right? But
Right.
yeah, nah, that's not the case here, man.
Yeah.
I think the thing I watched after, they said that the comic that it was taken from was that they are still able to function and do what they did before they were turned to zombies, except for now they don't have the will is only to eat flesh, make more zombies. So I can still do all the stuff I did as my superhero person, but I no longer have intent to do anything else except for eat you.
Right. You got to imagine,
So,
like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so at the end when they showed the figure, I'm just like,
yeah,
that would have been something to show me. Like, what's he gonna do?
Right. That's what I heard. Like, all these like kind of theories in my head. Like, man, what would he? Because you think like the state of the world as far as that what if episode told us, it seems like everything's just like already kind of zombified. There might be like 100 people on the planet, but if that's all the people that are left on the planet, then what you gonna really like?
Right.
Give me these last 100 people, and then now we're done, kind of thing. Like, are you gonna wish for more people to come? But I just have some random theories. I like what it's kind of maybe kind of pause for a second. Like, what would he wish for? What would he like cause to happen? But
right,
it was pretty cool. But I thought it was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they kind of I'm interested to see the next one. I think the next one, or I thought this one was supposed to be the Thor one, but maybe it was a one after this.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're not going in order.
Yeah.
They or I guess there is no order.
Yeah.
If they're not all connected, then they don't have to be in order. But yeah, I think they advertised, like I saw a trailer for the Thor one, but then this one happened. I was just like, okay, I don't.
Yeah.
Let's release them how they feel.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like kind of a couple of the main things I was doing this week. I mean, pretty average week for me. I can't think of anything super cool to like really talk on. I've been playing some Destiny. I gotta get back into my Yakuza. I know that's one that I've been really enjoying as well. But it's been pretty much a Groundhog's Day for me over here. But how about you, Ryan? What you got on this?
So I didn't get a chance to play anything. So I got a message. My controller is almost here.
Oh,
so it hit
hit
its first military post office. But after that, it kind of goes dark. So it probably a week and a half from now, I'll have my controller.
Nice.
I also have I have my controller in Cyberpunk for Xbox. So hopefully it's playable. Like I hear good things, but I'm on the more basic of Xboxes, so I don't know if it's gonna perform very well. But regardless, I have the controller and I have plenty of other games to play. So I want to play 12 minutes. I want to play Psychonauts 2. So I have if Cyberpunk's not up to snuff on this console, I'll just save it for when I do get an upgrade and then play it on
right.
But regardless, I need a controller. So
it's
almost here. My lovely wife shipped it to me, so just waiting for it to arrive. And then I watched a lot of Star Trek Discovery, so I've been marathoning that because it's on the Turkish Netflix. And I've made it to season 3. I believe it's the most current season, and I'm about halfway through it. So I'll probably finish that up the next week or so, and then move on. I got to find another show to marathon. I the I was like the Witcher cartoon dropped. I was gonna watch that. But I was like, the new Witcher doesn't drop until like December or something like that. Like it doesn't come out for a long time. So
Mhm.
I'll find something. There's something on Netflix. Netflix always has my back. There's something on there. And then they were playing the movie Malignant here. It's a scary joint. It was supposed to be a scary joint. I don't know, but I didn't go see it. I was too tired, so I was like,
You too scared.
it was
too.
either,
Not joking.
no. They don't make scary movies anymore. That's the problem I have.
Right.
Like movies aren't scary. Like they'll make you jump a little bit, but it's like no terrifying movie.
That you like when you
games
get
are
back home.
scarier.
Right. When you get back home, like I remember back in the day when you get back home from like a scary movie, you'd be like, turn on all the lights, or like you'd be sleeping with like, sleep with the lights on and stuff. And like,
the last one I did that one was the Ring. Was it the Ring? Which one was the girl? She was like, was it the Ring or the Grudge?
I'm pretty sure that's
the Grudge, isn't it?
That's the Grudge. That's
yeah.
I think
I
that's.
I thought that was maybe the sequel to the Ring or something. Was the Grudge? No, I don't know.
No, they're separate.
It's just separate.
But
Okay, but they're similar.
Scary little girls, yeah. But
Right.
I think the Grudge the last time. I was taking a shower. Like I got home, I was taking a shower, and my wife came in the bathroom, so the curtain moved. I knuckled up. I was like, all right. you gonna find out. But that was the last time I watched the movie, and I was actually like, okay, I'm a little I gotta look in all these shadows and make sure the little girl ain't gonna jump out and get me.
Right.
What used to scare me. This is when I was younger, though. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but it would be the alien stories on Unsolved Mysteries. Y'all remember Unsolved Mysteries? I don't know if it's.
I do remember Unsolved Mysteries. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So when they would have the unexplained stories,
right,
about alien abduction and whatnot, when I was younger, I would sleep with my covers over my head because I'd be like, if the aliens don't see me, they won't get me.
Right.
If they don't see me, they won't get me.
They're able to travel through the galaxy.
Right.
But this cover
that sheet.
You ain't gonna get me, please don't get me.
Blocking. They're like, our tractor beam won't get him, sir. Get the other little kid.
Yeah.
Get
the one next door.
He's not underneath the sheet. Yeah. He ain't got no sheet. He's good. We'll grab him.
But yeah, man, like that old school R.L. Stein Goosebumps. Like they don't make them like that no more. Like this stuff's not scary. But it is what it is. I would say, what else did I didn't really do much else. Like today, I have to catch up because that's what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, catching up on work. I gotta grade some projects. That's my day to day. And then prep for next week and do it all over again. So no studying. I said I was gonna start studying for something. I was like, no, not gonna happen. I do plan because I don't know if my CHFI voucher expired or not. So I need to knock that out. Like I want to say I graduated in 2020. It's about to be 2022 out here. I gotta hurry up and take that before I waste money, basically. And then just pivot from there. I don't know what I'll do after I take my CHFI, but something.
Yeah.
So I'm on the cusp of thinking about doing CCNP, but like that would take up a lot of the time I have here, which is good for me to kill time and whatnot. But I have to kind of like figure out because I want to spend as much of this employer money as possible on these certifications. I got to figure out which ones are the most time consuming and that kind of have a healthy mix. Knock out some good ones, knock out some shorter ones, spend all that money before I go back to the States. So I gotta come up with a game plan. But CHFI is my next one because I don't want that voucher to expire. So
yeah, that's a good one. I mean, you gotta knock that out. I mean, it's when did you say it expires? How long do you have?
I don't know. I gotta look.
Oh yeah.
I took the class May of 2020 is when I took the CHFI class, the certified what is it?
Forensic investigator. Hacking.
Certified hacking forensic investigator. Yeah, CHFI.
Yeah.
So So it could be already expired, but if that's the case, then I also have second voucher I get through my employer. But I like to have as many vouchers as possible.
Right.
like to have maximum amount of vouchers in case things
Right.
don't go awry. So
You
but
said you said you did that one in 2020. That wasn't that wasn't earlier this year.
no,
CHFI?
like so what are we in? We're in 2021?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in 2021. When did I graduate? When I get here? I got here November 2020. So I would have taken that class May 2020 because when I wrapped everything, it was in May 2020.
Okay.
You're thinking GCFA.
Oh, yeah,
GCFA.
yeah.
Oh man, that was a beast. So I did not take that one. I took the course, and then after taking the course, I was like, I'm not ready. So I got the books. It's definitely something I want to knock out before I get out of here, but I got to go through and make my index. And because it's an open book test, but if your index is not set up the right way, you are not going to pass that thing. Like even though it's open book, like you have to be able to parse and find that information, you have to have a really good index. So that is a plan of that is a project of mine that I hope to knock out because I still have a voucher for it. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. That test, it looked like it was about to beat my butt. Like it was waiting. It was like, yeah, come over here. Get this business.
Come on over here. Yeah.
So I'm not messing with that just yet. So aside from that, man, like I said, I'm teaching a 6-week class, so it's condensed, so it's moving pretty quick. So that's why every weekend I need to catch myself up to make sure I'm ahead. When it comes to creating slides and just material for the students, because they're the last 2 weeks they're getting. So week 5 is really 5 and 6, and week 6 is really 7 and 8. So it accelerates quick. So I'm like, I got to get ahead of them. So I gotta have all the materials ready for them.
Heck yeah.
So
you gotta take care of the kids. Take care of your students. You gotta make sure
yeah,
everything's in line.
yeah. Then I got that pesky full-time job. They want me to do work at my job. So no sympathy because I got this part-time job as well. So that's all good. Like it's just prepping me for getting out there with y'all out there in the real world.
You're gonna have all kinds of experience, man. You can be a rock star. You got all this teaching the kids and doing this podcast here, obviously, and just doing your regular job, your actual full-time job. That's like a lot of
I hope so, man, because I need a pool in my house.
That's right. So, getting that C-suite money.
Yeah. Need a pool in my house. Get a McLaren. I saw a dude. I don't know if I ever told you guys this story. Like I was driving, and it's not atypical to see like Teslas everywhere because I'm in the greater Tampa area, right? So St. Pete, all those places. There's money out there. Davis Island, where A-Rod and now Tom Brady live. That's where I used to take my certification test. You go Davis Island, and like it's nothing but mansions out there. And they have a hospital on the island, and that hospital has a testing center. So I used to go over there because it was the closest testing center from the base. And just crazy money, right? So I was going to Publix, and the McLaren comes around the corner, and it parks in front of it's called a pack and mail. It's like a local UPS type store. And the dude hops out, flip-flops, t-shirt, and he goes in there to ship a box. I'm just like, you got a McLaren. Can't somebody ship that for you? Like, it's just the weird juxtaposition. Yeah. Of the two. But
you don't know what's in the box. That might be how he got the McLaren. Was there white powder coming out at the bottom of the box?
True.
Like that could have been
true statement.
Yeah.
True
statement. Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's not atypical to see stuff like that.
He could have been Breaking Bad. You don't know, man.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say? But yeah, man, I don't want to make sure I get out and I'm working towards being comfortable and what have you. So there's that. And then obviously the podcast and just trying to I got to step on my production game. I got to figure out some not cut corners, but some tricks to getting some more because right now all we got is a thumbnail. We got a thumbnail and to do this, and then I push it out there to the world, right? Got a little intro music, little outro music, as fancy as I get. But I have a guy I work with, he's also a content creator, and like his stuff is like really good. Like he's like taking his face and posting other people's bodies just for funny stuff, like scenes from movies that you would recognize, but it's him doing his thing, talking his trade. He does financial stuff, so he's a day trader, so he does videos on that and what have you. But it's pretty good. I'm just like, well, you could find the time to do all this.
Right.
He's like, oh, you learn this, you learn that. So I'm trying to pick up some new skills and that is as well. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's some good stuff. I know it takes some time, takes some effort to put together like the little screenshots and all the little you working like 3 jobs, kind of tough. You're working in
man.
like a Jamaican over there.
I'll be getting it in. In Living Color, they just kept flipping the hats.
Right.
I'll be trying to get in. I'm just trying to take advantage of any, like, as the opportunities flow in. And obviously I don't have my family here, so if it would be different, I was stateside. But I try to, everything happens for a reason. So I'm over here doing what I'm doing, and then opportunities just keep falling in my lap, right? So try to take advantage of them.
Yeah.
Without overdoing it. So I plan on taking a little nap after this because it's my morning time. Then hitting the gym so I can stay fit, and then getting them projects, and then hopefully being proud. Like, oh, they got it. They got it.
Are you when you go to the gym? I used to joke, a friend of mine, like, we used to joke like the only thing he would work out in the gym was his arms, and he had like little like toothpick legs, like.
Right.
You do the full body.
I've been doing the opposite, right? So
Okay.
I was doing the full body, trying to get legs in. So I would do 3 days, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'd be in there for probably 45 minutes to an hour working on push pull, whatever, back and buys, chest and tries, shoulders and traps, and then I would try to get a leg day in where it's just all legs. But I was not doing any cardio.
Right.
So now I'm trying to work out a 2-a-day thing. So in the morning, because I get time to work out in the morning. So the morning I do my cardio. I've been mixing it up between running and the treadmill, focusing heavy on the treadmill because my knees are starting to hurt. Like, I'm finally getting up there, I guess. So I'm starting to get a little bit of knee discomfort. So I was switching off. I was doing 3-mile run, 3-mile walk with incline. So I would do 3 miles at like a 10 or between a 10 and 11 incline at 2.5 to 3.5 miles. What is it on treadmill? I forget, but whatever that pace is, to try to keep my heart rate in the fat burn target. So to stay between, for me, it's like 126 to 129. So, and as you're doing it, your body adjusts. So then I have to change the incline, or I have to change the pace, but just to try to stay in my target range for 75 to 90 minutes. So that's about 3 to 3.25. And then just switching off every day. So that's what I've currently been doing. Not seeing any results yet. So, because I'm slowly changing my diet. So, like, I was 205 at one point, heaviest I've ever been in my life. Now I'm at like 198. So it's slight changes, but I'm not trying to overdo it and make myself sick, right? So 3 miles, 5 times a week, whether it be running or treadmill, and then in the evenings when I lift. So still doing the muscle group thing, but trying to do a little bit more full body because I'm trying to cut a little bit. So I'm trying to integrate some legs in every day. So that way I maximize that testosterone and just hopefully burn some calories by doing it. Because I'm trying to get back down to like 190 would be ideal, I think, for me.
Yeah, but get you back in those fitness competitions you've been doing back in the day.
Yeah, but the only thing that grows is my arms. So when I'm working out and consistent, like all this week I was off, so I deflated. But the only thing that gets bigger is my arms. So it looks like that's all I do. Is
right,
arms all day.
Right, the arms. It's all good. It's I think obviously the legs themselves. Like, I think in certain body types, obviously the legs don't even like they don't grow like you said, like the arms, or you don't see the definition. You don't see the work that you put in the legs as much as you do in the arms.
Them calves will be looking sorry. The upper legs though, because I ride a bike to and from work, and I've been doing all the running, like upper legs.
Yeah,
but it just looks weird because they just get super skinny on the bottom,
like a drumstick or something. Like.
Yeah,
Whatever it is.
It's like it is what it is. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to remain healthy because I don't want to give up at the end.
right.
You know what I mean? Like keep it going. So, but the plan is when I do get home is to buy a tread. Like my wife has the Peloton bike, so she does that. Like she loves it. She loves her bike plus. But I'm not really a cycling type person, so I was thinking about getting a tread when I got back to the States, so I can keep it up.
Right. That's good stuff, man. Gotta stay in shape. Gotta eat right, stay in shape so you can, hopefully live a long life.
Eating right part.
Yeah, that's the tough part right there. Too much goodness out
some
there.
wings last night. Went straight to sleep. Ate a pound of wings. Passed out.
Right.
I was that's not good for my heart.
Yeah. That's good stuff, though.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention, like on a side note, completely different topic. I know I mentioned this a while back, but you guys ever get into the My Hero Academia on the
No, I need a show, so I'm gonna jump on that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's getting pretty I don't know how to describe it. It's getting good. It's like is that a part of the arc right now where it's one of the main villains is actually like these two kind of like antagonists like fighting each other. It's getting like pretty dope.
Okay.
So I just figured I'd mention that because I did watch that. And that's some of the things that I was watching this past week. It comes out like every Saturday morning. You can watch it on Hulu, but and then you watch on like Crunchyroll and all the other anime and like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta catch up first. So
yeah.
Hit up the Crunchyrolls.
Yeah.
Start getting into that.
Yeah, because it's good, especially if you like, I was really like the superhero stuff, and it's pretty, it's pretty action packed. I know it has some maybe dry parts. I mean, not dry, but like parts that are like a little bit more story driven that Shannon probably won't appreciate. But nonetheless, it's like it's like majority
talking.
Yeah, it's majority action, but it's like it has the parts where they got to set up the character and all this kind of stuff and like learn a little backstory. But it's mostly action.
Gotcha.
Y'all can flip past that real quick.
You can fast forward through the talking scenes.
Don't need all that. I don't need your backstory. I just need you to, whoop some butt.
Right. That's right.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, I need to jump on that. I know Shannon. Did you ever finish Castlevania?
No.
You haven't finished that yet. Oh, dang.
No.
Man, I might rewatch that one because it's so good.
I started watching like I can only watch one inappropriate thing at a time because like I said,
right, the kids coming.
But like I continued on with Nora from Queens.
Okay.
Yeah, I continued on with that. I finished the first season, hilarious. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like if there's real people out there like this is a sad state of affairs. But yeah, I did that. But actually, this weekend though, or actually just yesterday, I downloaded the Madden 22 trial. They got a trial for the
I heard about that one.
Madden, yeah. It leaves something to be desired. Like I'd only played like one game, and then I hopped on with a friend this morning and played him. And then I started playing in a franchise, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened to Madden? Because it used to be top tier. Like when the new Madden would drop, like everything was shut down.
Yeah. Madden the last 2 years, like I didn't even buy it last year. Like the only things you could count on me doing every year would be Madden and 2K, right? Basketball. Right. But I did not buy Madden last year. I didn't buy 2K last year either. But I think they're resting on their laurels. Like, so EA has an exclusive contract with the NFL. They're the only licensed NFL game out there. So they could put out whatever and be like, well, you got to buy it, right? If you want to see your favorite team play, this is where you got to go. And they're definitely resting on their laurels. They are not trying as hard as they could be. Because I figured, I mean, last year, I don't want to say I could give them a pass, but last year I could kind of understand, right? With COVID just starting, nobody knew what they were doing, so people weren't in the offices, development
Right.
probably took a hit. But this year, yeah, there's no excuse for some of the stuff that's going on this year. So yeah, it's crazy.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of all I've been doing. I haven't really watched too much. Like right before I go to bed, the wife and I, we may sit and watch My Wife and Kids, you know what I mean, and laugh about it. But but that's
It's a good
about
show.
it. It is, man. It really is. But that's about the extent of what I'm doing. Once I get through with Nora from Queens, I'm gonna try to go back to Castlevania because I was in season 3. I was like second or third episode. It's when
Okay.
was it Isaac? It's when he finds the ship captain,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So it's like the second or third in the third season. So that's where I left off at. So yeah, I'll get back to it though because I'm interested. I'm like, all right, how's this gonna play out now? Because it seems like it is kind of slowing down, right? Because at the end of the second season, it's like, okay, I didn't think Dracula was gonna bite it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like, where do you go from here? And
Yeah.
it's kind of everybody's kind of living their life at that point. You know what I mean? It's like, all right.
Right. Yep. There's a little bit of a lull, and he just like, okay, and then it just ramps back up. You're like, oh.
Yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need.
Right. So yeah, I think you'll enjoy that. Me and LeVon watched the finale of Rick and Morty, right? You saw the
Yeah,
finale,
I sure did.
episodes
Yeah.
9 and 10.
Yep.
What'd you think about the season? Season 5 overall.
I think it was good overall. I enjoyed it. It's pretty fun. There's some crazy stuff going on in there. They seem like they're going kind of pushing the edge a little bit. I'm not trying to remember. Like, yeah, they're pushing it to the limit as far as like what they can get away with, I guess.
From what they were doing in the early season, because I'm watching season 1. Like I've watched some of
Yeah,
season 1, and it seems kind of out there. Like they're pushing
right.
past that. Like
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Brian had to back me up, but I think it's like they're going some, I got some crazy. Especially like I think the opening episode that's one that sticks in my mind of like some of the crazy stuff they're doing in there
Right.
with the guy that was like
Mr.
giving Rick
Nimbus.
yeah.
It
And then we had
was
like
pretty wild.
was it like the I don't know the name, too much spoilers, but I think it's like an incest baby. I think that was this season.
Right. Yep. That was season 5 too. Season 5 is off the chain. Season 5 is crazy.
That's all the reveal I'll give you, Shannon. But there's an incest baby up in there, and all kinds of great, a giant incest baby, nonetheless. But
Right.
but nonetheless, it's some crazy stuff. Yeah, they're pushing it to the limit. I think. I thought it was good though. I enjoy it. It's like they left like a little bit of a what do they call that? Just like
A cliffhanger. Yeah.
cliffhanger. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger for like the next season at that last episode. And I'm trying not to give any spoilers, but
Right.
just
something happens from what was it,
Yeah.
season 2? So they finally wrap up something from season 2, I think.
Right, they
It was
mentioned-
it
yeah.
wasn't season 1. It was season 2, I think. They go back. He was like, oh,
yeah, this all connects.
Season season 5 felt like a bunch of one-offs because usually there's a lot of continuity for Rick and Morty, but then they start poking fun at fans because fans go overboard with continuity. So like season 5 felt like it was like
kind of
we're not going to abide by your rules. So we're going to give you some one-offs, we'll give you some continuity, and then at the end they go back to something that happened mad long ago. Like it was like a loose thread that everybody's been asking for like 3 seasons, and they're like, you just didn't think they're gonna go back to it, and then at the very end, it was like, nope, here you go. You're like, what? I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think they're doing a good job. Like I don't know what season 6 has in store, but I think they said they were slated for what 10 seasons.
Oh, I
They
don't
said
know.
Adult Swim signed them for 10.
Yeah.
I think Adult Swim signed them for 10. So I don't know where they're going in season 6.
Wow. Yeah. That's a lot of seasons, but I mean, it seemed like I don't think the popularity has died down at all, as far as I can tell. I haven't like been tracking the numbers or anything, but normally they just do a series until like it starts fading and like the people aren't viewing, watch the viewership is reduced, and they start like, maybe we should cancel this series now. But it seems like it's all over the place. I keep seeing those. I know you talked about it last week, but they had like the maybe it wasn't last week, but we just talked about it in private.
Oh,
But
the live actions.
yeah, a little live action with the doc
Yeah.
and and the kid just kind of playing into the story. But yeah, I think it seems like it doesn't have any signs of slowing down. But I'm looking forward to maybe the next Solar Opposites too. I was digging that series as well.
Oh yeah,
Next
yeah,
season,
that'd
that one.
be. I have to get Hulu back again once that starts. But
Yeah.
see, that's the problem. Like I gotta wait for the season to be over.
Right. I know you can't watch
I
it.
don't have to. I don't have to. But I typically like to just marathon something, just like blah, here's everything. But then
Right.
with the way we do things, like it's actually better for me to actually watch it. Because having to go back and be like, oh yeah, this thing happened with Winter Soldier. You like we watched that a year ago.
Right.
Like, that's old news.
Yeah.
So I might have to pick it back up.
Right.
But there was something else dropped. The Sony conference. I wanted, like, you guys had a different opinion than I had. It was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I watched Sony conference. I must be a fanboy. I was like, I was just every time something popped up, I was like, Spider-Man 2. I was like, God of War, Ragnarok. There's a couple others. I forget. I was tired. Like for me, it didn't come on until 11 at night. And like I said, I've been having a long days. So like I literally watched half of it thinking it was the whole thing because I fell asleep. And then I saw some trailers I didn't see, and I was like, Wolverine? when they show that?
Right. So yeah, because you were
I
describing
liked it.
Yeah.
Then y'all broke it down. You're like, there was no dates. No content. I was like, maybe I was delirious because I was so tired.
You're so tired.
Like,
everything
right.
was
There were no dates.
yeah. I think the only thing I had dates was like Spider-Man and then Gran Turismo. 7.
Grand Theft Auto also. Grand Theft Auto was.
Oh yeah. But that's just kind of like
they're gonna release it for the third time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy it for the third time.
Right. I've already played that game, enough on every console since like PlayStation 2 or something. I don't know, whatever. It came out like PlayStation. PS3.
I bought it on PS3 on day one, and then when it dropped on the new PS4, or I bought it PS4 the day it dropped. So that's 2, and now it's gonna drop for PS5.
Right. That's how they get the money, and then then they have I don't know, but it's like that didn't like hype me up. I was like, okay, it's gonna have updated graphics on the game that we've already played, but I mean it's cool. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't like seeing the trailers, but I didn't like get crazy excited because I don't get super hyped up when something's like 2+ years away from being released. I'm like, I can see the pretty pictures.
God of War is definitely next year. There's no way that God of War is not next year.
I'm curiers about that. I'd be interested to see. They seem like they're kind of like, why didn't they put 2022 on the little trailer? It's been so easy to put,
because they're scared. They're like COVID-5.
Right. They don't want to guarantee any. Yeah.
Right. But they already said spring for Horizon. So that's gonna happen in spring if nothing falls apart from here on out.
Right.
So you get your new Horizon. So that means that God of War has to be summer or fall. Probably fall. But there's a chance it could hit in the summer. I doubt it though. Because whatever Microsoft has during the fall, they're gonna have to compete against that, right? So they'll probably keep it until the fall. But it has to drop next year. Like they showed actual gameplay. Like they've been showing, like remember last year they just showed just the logo. It was like it was like working title, God of War Ragnarok.
Right.
So I mean they actually showed like what 10 minutes? 10 minutes of I guess the theatrical, like some of it was like in game, some of it was it felt like 10 minutes. It was epic. All right. Maybe 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes.
That was like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes maybe.
That trailer was off the chain though. I was just like, oh my gosh. Like,
it had everything I needed.
Yeah.
It had a younger Atreus, or I'm sorry, older Atreus. Freya was in there getting it in.
Yeah.
They showed just like the hammer. They showed Mjolnir. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. There you go. What she say in Thor? Mew Mew. They show Mew Mew.
Meow meow meow.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
They show Meow Meow real quick. Like And then Kratos still trying to be a parent, but now he got a tween. So
Right.
his
Right.
temper was back up there. Like it was getting good. Showed a
Yeah.
giant. I don't know what her name was, but female giant. They showed her off real quick. But I'm excited, man. Like hopefully I have a new system by the time it comes out. But if not, I can still play it on my PS4 Classic I got over here.
Oh yeah, you sure
If
can.
it's still functioning. So that's that thing. They don't want to connect to the internet half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the sad thing with I don't know if you heard it. So, you know, some things going on in the interwebs, but Sony's been kind of like stingy with their like updates. So if you buy like the PS4 version, like you're considering for God of War, you have to pay to upgrade to like the PS5 edition.
Right.
You want to get like
they're doing the opposite of Microsoft.
Right. Yeah, because Microsoft's kind of doing like the free upgrades, like the I forgot what they called it, but the
what's it called? It's called
smart delivery.
Smart delivery.
Right? Yeah, so you get the version for your console, but it's like and Sony's been a little stingy with that, charging people like, oh, you get the PS4 version, okay, you want to get the PS5 version with the upgraded like 4K graphics or whatever.
I honestly don't think they can afford it, to be honest with you. So like Microsoft doesn't mandate it for third parties. Third parties just do it because they don't like backlash, right? Like, oh yeah, I'll give you upgrade. I don't want you to don't burn down my company.
Right.
But for their first party exclusives, they can do whatever they want because they have infinite money. Like I don't think
do have a lot of money.
Sony doesn't have infinite money. So Sony's just like, hey, listen, we spent money
right
to make two different versions. Guess what you're gonna do? you gonna give us some of this money back.
Right.
Microsoft's like, oh man, like love us.
Right. Yeah, get what you like, whatever you want.
We can go in the red forever. Like I think they said after the Bethesda deal, right? After they bought Bethesda, the next quarter was record-making profits. Like they were like, I forget what it was, like $4 billion profit or something like that, something ridiculous. Like they had paid off the Bethesda deal the next quarter because they started. I forget what dropped. There was some application for Microsoft. I don't know. Microsoft is everywhere, but they record-making profits the following quarter. So they can just keep dispensing with the niceties. Like, Halo
like
free, Halo free to everybody. You want Halo? Take it. Take Halo. Love us. Love us.
Right. That's probably why they do
so
like
we got checking in the savings.
Right. Yeah. When my bank account works, I got to check in the savings.
You're gonna give us at least $10 for this upgrade. Give me something. Let me hold on to something. So I just don't think they can do it, to be honest with you. Like I think like they can't afford the charity, unfortunately. But I'm the dummy who's bought GTA 3 at least twice, and I'm gonna buy it the third time. It's gonna get bought. It's gonna happen. So Sony, you could depend on me. I got your back. Like I will keep you afloat with these full price purchases I make over here.
That's right. You the
stuff I already own.
You're legit Sony fanboy. I know you're.
It's the same thing with Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Nintendo. And Nintendo has charged me for Mario how many times? I've probably bought like Mario 20 times.
Right.
The same Mario. Because you got the virtual console now. The virtual console's gone. And you know what I mean? Like now we're doing remixes to games. Like they've got me so many times.
It's true. It's true. So it's like I'd say, I'll give Nintendo a little bit more credit, but they don't release like, they release like like Mario 64 might be coming, like make him like on like the multi-pack or whatever had like Mario Sunshine and had Mario 64 or whatever. But it wasn't like upgrade All-Stars. It wasn't like upgrade. It was just like, we're just gonna put it in a little pack and sell it. But when they start doing like, the same exact game, but with like better graphics on like 3 different console generations, it gets a little questionable. It's like, come on, you can, we need where's the GTA 6 at? When we come, where's that in the pipeline? But
you can't have that until we're ready to release it 3 more times. Like they're like, we need to get this to a point where people are going to want to buy this 3 times. Right. we ain't there yet. All right. They might only buy this 1 time. We need at least 2, if not 3. Like, let's see. Like they should basically do a survey. Like, would Ryan buy this 3 times? We ain't there yet. Then.
Yeah, we ain't there yet. We gotta.
If Ryan ain't buying it 3 times, we ain't releasing it.
Yeah,
because he's paying 60 every time, or I guess it would be 70 now, right? So I bought it. I bought it, it was 60. I bought it again, it was 60. Now I'm gonna buy it again, it's 70. I did
Dang.
that. I'm an enabler.
You're the only one sitting in the study group room.
Yep, it's just
Right.
me. Like
Just funny.
sitting there twiddling my thumbs.
Would you buy this again? Yes, I would.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here's your $50.
Right. At least when Skyrim drops for its 17th iteration, it's always cheaper every time it comes out. So you're not paying full price Skyrim prices every time Skyrim drops. But now with that GTA, you paying full price.
Dang. Yeah, they had it. I got GTA on the PC because they had it for free on like if you ever go to like epicgames.com. I think they do like free games every week. And they happen to have that on there at, a few months back, a while back, actually. I think before like, dang, how long? It's been like at least like a year or so, but yeah, they give out free games. You can just like select it. You don't have to download it, but you can add it to your profile. You can download it later. But I have it on the PC, so it's like if I and I have a pretty, I got a decently beefy computer. It's probably actually better than my like consoles technically. So I really want to play GTA with enhanced graphics. I think that'll do for me.
Right.
So I probably won't be
turn all the mods on.
Yeah, I can turn on the mods and stuff they have on the PC. But yeah, I'll let that one slide. I'll let you be the purchaser. You can tell us how much how much better it is than the PS4 versions.
It's been so long, I could probably play it again and not remember everything, because I think it dropped in 2013 was the first time I played it. Played through the whole campaign, then it dropped again when the new consoles dropped.
The new ones is in now? It's just last year.
No, the last gen. So PS4 dropped November 5th of 2017, 2018. So around there.
PS4?
PS4?
Yeah, no, when the PS4 dropped. So 13, yes, so 13. So I bought it. So when did it come out for the PS3? I don't know, because I bought it again in 13. So I think it came out 2 years prior. So I think it like 2011 is when it dropped at the tail end of the PS3 console. Was it 2011?
Yeah, it was November 2013 of for the PS4 console release. Is that what you're looking for?
Right.
Yeah.
So it would have dropped 2 to 3 years prior for the last gen. So the gen before that,
PS3.
so the PS3 version.
Yeah.
Right, probably 2 years. So I bought it in 2011, then I bought it again in 2013. And now it's 2021. I forgot all that. I can play it again.
Do you realize that game is how long the game's been around? when you broke it down,
highest grossing media product of all time, I think. At one point it was, I think it still is though, the highest grossing media product of all time. They're still making hand over fist. I've never played any of the online stuff. So if I got it this time, I'll be playing all the heist and all that stuff. I never played any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't have the time when it dropped. I was too busy. But now I got buku time to go through all these heist missions and whatnot, which they say is the best part of the game. So
right. Yeah, I might have to get back into it because actually I haven't done like everything in the game. So I gotta get back into it to finish it. But it's like it's just it's good. It's good. It's a good game. It deserves some hype, but I'm just like tired of seeing it like being like the new version released, like, oh, get hype.
Right,
we got the PS5 version. It's gonna have some more, it's gonna be the same game, but more, better graphics, I guess, this time.
Right.
But I guess, it's good. I mean, generally, like if you're just like maybe exclusive console player and like, you just want to see like in your 4K screen, perhaps. GTA 5 is a big game. It's got a lot of details, so it's a lot of like objects and a lot of stuff happening on screen. So I imagine the PS5 it may get 60 FPS, but I imagine that's
what they say. So I think they did a release after, they said 4K 60.
Yeah, 4K 60. Is that what they're?
So they say it will maintain that. Is what they're advertising. We'll see. Like once it drops. But I mean, for a game to be that old, like it should be able to hit that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you should be able to that should be no problem. So I
Yeah.
am excited about it, but I'm more excited about the rumor that I know I got video games, but I'm more excited that they're talking about doing a remake or remaster. I guess it'll be a remaster of GTA 3, GTA San Andreas, GTA Vice, City, all on one disc. Excuse me.
I
That's
saw that.
rumored to be coming out sometime before GTA 5 drops. And they're all in Unreal Engine, so it'll be a totally different engine. Probably because of production to get it out quicker. Because I don't know if you remember, but back in the day when they made, I want to say San Andreas, or it could have been Vice City. They were making their own engines. Like they had the Rage engine. Remember? Or no, was it Rage? No, that was ID. That was id Software. It was something else. But remember Rockstar Table Tennis was a thing? It was like a demo that came out. It was a full-blown game, but it was a demo of physics.
I don't
So
remember that
at
one.
one point, yeah, at one point, Rockstar was making their own engines almost per game. So what they're saying is that probably we're having issues getting to that tech. So instead, let's just take these games and port them to the Unreal Engine. So they'll have a different look to them, obviously, but they'll also look great. So like, I remember, if you remember San Andreas was humongous city. That's the only GTA I'd never finished. But like the characters' hands were like this.
Right.
So imagine going from this to like having individual digits. Like it's gonna be amazing.
Right.
And I haven't played those. I haven't played those in like a decade, right? It's been a long time.
Mhm.
So I'm very excited about. I'm more excited about that than I am about GTA 5. Like to play those
Yeah.
over again, because like GTA 3 was like mind blowing, right, when that dropped.
Yeah.
And then Vice City was. I just love the aesthetic and the music. So like listen to Freebird while riding on your motorcycle, holding a katana. Like nothing parallels that from my
Right.
childhood. And then San Andreas was just like crazy expansive. Like people were still playing San Andreas. Just it was too big for me. Like at the time, I couldn't get through that entire game. I don't know. I forget how old I was. I was probably like, senior in high school or a freshman in college. I don't remember. But that game was humongous. I just never finished it. So
Yeah.
that I'm more excited for than paying for GTA 5 again.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's like those games are so big and like they're kind of open world. And they can just like it's easy. It's easy just to add a little bit of extra content in there. Just like put like, I don't know, we'll make a random building over here be like some sort of interaction and make it like a little scene, or like you gotta, I don't know, some sort of car chase, you gotta pull somebody out of a building or shoot some guys or something like that. Or rob a bank. So it's like it's pretty endless as far as how much content they could put into it. I feel like nowadays I'm more like I'm trying to get through the games. I'm not trying to sit on one game for like excess amount of time. I'm trying to like, what's the next thing? Especially when a game, I've been playing a lot of Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and there's like a lot of content in there, and there's a lot of games I actually want to get into. So it's like,
Right.
I kind of just like get through it, and like I don't really try to get every little nuance or like every little like secret and like every like side story. I was like, let me just get to the beginning and the end, get the just the main story arc, and if I want to see some like the side stuff, I might find it online or something. If I want to see some like hidden like videos, some like secret video that you can't see unless you get all the items or something, I'll try to find online. But it's nowadays I'm just kind of like try to get through it. Unless it's a game like Destiny, I've been playing that. It's a little bit more like you invest your time and you develop your character, and like you come back to it later and kind of, but they add new content to it and kind of make it expansive. But
Right.
I try to budget my time between the games or whatever you want to call it. Make sure that I don't stick with just one game for the all the time and kind of neglect the other ones. I got this queue that's already backed up of games. I still got to get through like Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, whatever it is, on PS5, and then I got some other games that I get Final Fantasy VII Remake. I gotta get to that one, and some other games I gotta get through, and Breath of the Wild for the game for the Switch. And,
Right.
but I did want to circle back real quick because Shannon was mentioning NBA 2K. It made me think about I used to play NFL 2K back in the heyday.
Yes.
on the Dreamcast. That was like my favorite game back in the heyday. I played that so much. That's like one of the first sports game I can think of that was able to play like online through like a console. with the Dreamcast.
Mhm.
I used to play with the dial-up modem, connect online, start playing playing, people on the internet. And that's like one of my favorite games. And I just read that I think they're actually coming back with the NFL 2K games, like potentially
Yeah.
next year. I think they got like delayed. It's supposed to come out this year, but I think they got delayed from maybe COVID or something. But I think that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that.
But they'll be unlicensed though, I think.
Yeah, with
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think-
like you mentioned.
okay.
Yeah, they'll be.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be
unlicensed,
unlicensed. But at least
but-
there'll be some sort of competition for Madden or something that people can, I don't know,
yeah.
get into. Because Madden's been like the king of NFL. If you want to play an NFL game, you got to get your Madden.
Right. And that's why it happened though, because 2K, because remember 2K dropped, I think it was the second 2K, and before they purchased the 10-year exclusive license, because they were beating them over the head. Like not only was the game so much better, but it also was cheaper. Remember, it was like $40 or whatever. They're selling it.
Oh, yeah.
They're selling it like brand new for less. EA was like, nah.
Yeah, right.
Whatever we got to drop to make this go away, and then they did it.
Yeah, we got to get rid of this competition.
Yeah, and it was, which was terrible for everybody. But yeah, I remember 2K, like NFL 2K was great. Like,
yeah.
actually, a lot better than Madden. And they remember they had the VMUs, so you put the VMU in the controller.
Oh,
and you
right,
could
yep.
pick your plays off somebody's screen.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that thing. So you
The
can play,
thing.
yeah, you can pull that thing out, play little games on it too.
Yeah,
It's such like a neat little device.
yeah.
I actually really love the Dreamcast overall. One of my favorite consoles.
That's my favorite console.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's like the
Yeah.
Step Brothers. Are we best
That's right.
friends now?
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
He's like, yep. Yep, that'll forever
Yeah.
be one of my favorite, because yeah, it was so ahead of his time. Like
Yeah.
you had the 56K modem built into it. You
Right,
had
right.
you was over there playing Choo Choo Rocket and Power Stone,
Right.
and
Hell yeah. Choo-choo
Sonic
rocket.
Adventure. Like, man,
Yeah.
this thing was off the chain.
Yeah. I don't think it got
Um,
enough, like, it didn't get I don't know. It wasn't as appreciated as it, as it should have been. It's such a good game.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really feel like the Xbox was the spiritual successor to the Dreamcast.
Mhm.
So like not
Yeah.
only did management move over to Microsoft at that time for the Xbox, but just it felt like that same vibe was coming off of it that the Dreamcast had.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody bought it, man. Nobody bought Dreamcast. Like you can find them. I saw one brand new.
Oh.
It was being sold for $99, like brand new, never been opened,
Damn.
because they found a warehouse of them that he just never sold.
Right.
What?
Just-
Dang.
yeah, I was gonna get it, but I was like, I don't want the clutter. But now back in my mind, I was like, I should just got it.
Yeah. Why not?
I could have had a brand new unsealed, like,
Yeah.
or still sealed
Yeah.
Dreamcast for $99. I missed
Right.
out.
I still have mine. I have mine at home here, and I still have the box and everything that came with it, and I still have all the games that I bought with it,
Oh, nice.
in case I just want to like open it up one day and just like, I'll plug it in one day and just like play some games. But yeah, that's that. Like you said, that's like one of my favorite consoles right there. I think for sure.
Ryan, I don't think you would enjoy it. Like if you were to hook it up, you are very much
Because the advance.
you're a
'cause, yeah.
video file. Yeah, you're very much a video file and very
Right.
particular. Like to where
Yeah.
you'd be like, the nostalgia is gone now that I see it.
my eyes,
My eyes, I don't like it anymore.
Is this 64-bit? Like, what am I doing with this?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
it probably does look terrible, but I don't know, man. It was just something about that console. Like it was like I was like, oh man, this is it, and then it wasn't. Like,
Right.
No one
Right.
picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody picked it up. This right fell off hard. But now we got the Xbox, so I believe they have the same blood in their veins, so it definitely works out.
Mhm.
But so I'm not trying to make the episode too long, but I forgot to ask you guys: had you seen the Matrix trailer, and if so,
Oh, yeah.
is there any excitement? I
Not
got a
from,
feeling I'm gonna get 3 different answers.
not from me. And I don't know why, to be honest with you. It was not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Somebody was telling me about it, and I was like, oh man, I haven't seen it. And then I watched it, and I was like, nope, I'm not excited. I don't.
That doesn't do it for you?
Again, I can't put my finger on it. What about y'all? I mean,
So I got the nostalgia vibes from it, definitely. But to be honest with you, like I love the Matrix universe, but I only really enjoyed the first movie, half of the second movie, and the Animatrix.
Mm,
Like it
yeah.
fell off hard for me at the tail end. It was just because they should just made like because it was part one, part two, right? So like I just the trilogy just didn't settle right with me, and then it got really weird at the end. It was already weird, but he's doing stuff outside of the Matrix now, like
Yeah.
like it just fell
Yeah.
apart for me. Like I like the original context where everything was, you know what I mean, within that world, and when you weren't in that world, it was different. We
Mhm.
started to merge the two, and they're making truces with the machines. I was just like,
Mm.
but the books were good. Like I read one of the books. I played the game, which mechanically was terrible, but for some reason still was hot. Like I really enjoyed it. All licensed games were terrible, but this one was like I don't know, something about the controls were just horrible. Um, but I still liked it. And then the Animatrix was I thought amazing. But this trailer got me feeling like, okay, this could be them getting back to the first one. So I'm like, I see promise, and they're
Mm.
gonna. I feel like they're getting back to their roots with this one.
Mhm, mhm.
But I mean, that's all I could get out of 45 seconds. Like maybe the trailer was like maybe a minute, maybe
It was longer than that, wasn't it?
was
Yeah,
it?
I thought
It
I thought
felt
it
it
was
felt
like
They
short.
had a they had a two. So they had a teaser trailer. So you haven't seen the full length trailer then, the two
I
and a
think I
half.
did though, because it had NPH in it. Uh, it had he looks like John Wick. John Wick is in the Matrix. I saw that. They showed Trinity. She obviously they're all a little bit older, so showed Trinity, and then it showed I forget oh boy's name, the actor who is like the Morpheus like character. He was in it. Um, or girl had the white rabbit on her shoulder. So I think I saw the full. Like it was pretty long, but it still was short
See now I'm like, how
in
long?
my opinion. But yeah, it has some original vibes. I hate that. Was it Hugo Strange? Is that the original Agent Smith?
right.
He's not coming
And
back, so I'm a little sad about that. And I don't know if Lawrence Fishburne's coming back or not. Is that confirmed? If he's coming back?
the
I
trailer
don't
didn't have
know.
him in it. At least
Yeah,
that
yeah,
last.
he's not in
The
the
tra-
trailer, but
the trailer, yeah, the trailer was some other guy that was playing his part.
That's what
So I
I
don't know
thought.
what because it's called
he's
Resurrections, right?
yeah. Yeah, he's like he looks like he's going to be a Morpheus like character, but I don't know if they didn't confirm if Lawrence Fishburne's coming back or not.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but I know they definitely confirmed that Hugo Strange will not be returning. Like for whatever reason, they're not bringing him back.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, that trailer is almost 3 minutes, man. Two
Is
minutes,
it?
Yeah.
It felt quick.
3 seconds.
It felt.
So I'm pretty sure you
Is
might
that a
have
good
watched
sign?
the teaser trailer.
I'm gonna watch it again. It felt like all the characters were there though, because he was fighting oh boy in the dojo. Said you don't know me, and he Kamehameha him out of the dojo.
Right. Short
Yeah,
old thing.
yeah.
But I do know you, John Wick. Like they should bridge those two universes together. the whole time John Wick's been in the Matrix, like, it would make sense. Like
Oh,
this
Right.
dude's just murdering hundreds of people nonstop.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I thought it was like pretty trailer looks pretty decent, looked pretty good. I mean, it's gonna be on HBO Max, which is cool. So I want to
yeah.
like pay anything extra. It's be included in my current subscription. Um, but I have to like rewatch them. I never really like got big into Matrix. I think I just watched them. And as you were describing, I kind of like I forgot the story. I was trying to remember like, oh yeah, what happened
It
with the
is
machine?
after the first one, it gets really forgettable. Like the
Yeah,
first one
yeah.
was like so contained. It was like, oh, this is good.
Right,
And
right.
then
Oh,
the
yeah,
second one ended up with a to be continued, and you're just like, what? And then the third
yeah.
one, he's doing stuff outside the Matrix now. Like he's like controlling the machines with his mind. I'm just like,
So
Yeah.
why did you like the trailer then? Because he does the same thing again in the trailer.
I
In the
think he's
real
in the
world.
Matrix the whole time though. I don't think he's in the real world.
Are you sure about that? Because he's dressed kind of terrible.
Yeah, but
Like,
but I think that's the real world. I think because
yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry, I think
Like,
that's the Matrix. I think that's the Matrix.
okay.
Because like the real world should be jacked up still. Like how much time has passed, and not to mention like hopefully I'm not spoiling. When did the last movie come out?
The last one
Like
came out like 2003.
two decades ago.
The third one was 2003. Yeah, so
He died. He is dead in the physical world. That was the ultimate end. He was the messianic end to his story arc. He died. So how's he in this
yeah,
movie?
he died, and there was,
He's got to be in the Matrix.
he died, and there was a truce, right, with the machines.
Yes, because yeah, that was the part of his death. I forget how it's very Christianity, Jesus like at the very end. You just like that went left, but his physical body is dead. So you think he's dead entirely, but obviously he's not. So I think he's in the Matrix. Like he can't be in the physical world. He's dead. His body is gone. Not to mention the physical world should be jacked up still. Like there's no way they've built cities unless this is like hundreds of years in the future. Because remember, they lived underground and there was no sun. They had blotted out the sun in an effort to kill the machines, and the machines used them as batteries because they was like, we don't need the sun.
Yeah, but if
You
they,
a Duracell.
but the truth they came to was that they were going to stop feeding on them, right? He's like, I thought he was going to come after them if they didn't stop doing
they doing something because there's no sun. Like they damaged the atmosphere enough where there was no sunlight. That's why they lived underground. Not only to not be fed on, but also for warmth. Because it was cold on the surface.
Again. I'll definitely have to watch
it. Gets really weird.
Yeah,
Like I'm telling
Zion
you.
Zion was in the earth, yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the true state. Well, but then again, so at the end of that, the architect is talking with the Oracle. So maybe they ran it back again, right?
Just rebooted it.
That's what. So he had done it 6 times before when he met him in the room. He was like, I've done it 6 times, and I've become incredibly efficient, or something like that. He told him, and then he chose the other door. But at the end of the last one, the new Oracle, right? Because it wasn't the same woman, it was the new Oracle because they found her, and the architect were talking again. So did they go and do it again to try to get a different outcome? And maybe that's what happened. I mean, he I don't know. That's why we gotta watch the movie, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I will probably, even though I haven't, so I think Dune and The Matrix I'm going to watch in theater because like my theater is very small with a very small population, so I feel pretty safe.
Yeah.
As opposed to just watching my home. Like I do like I can watch everything else at the house, but I will probably go and watch those. Yeah. And because I mean the theater is like literally a 2-minute walk from my house, and there's only going to be like 5 people in it, so
yeah.
So that should be good. But yeah, if I was back in the States though, I would just watch on the big screen at the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Might as well get that experience in the theater.
Yeah.
Get on that bass.
But I'll definitely watch it. But yeah, like I said, like I feel like they're trying to get back to their roots, and not to mention like if any of that stuff is true, because maybe they're going to retcon some of the stuff. Maybe some of the stuff is not true. Maybe I saw a theory that they never made it out of the Matrix. They said it's just different layers, like Inception. Like they never made it to the physical world. Was one theory I was watching, but that's kind of out there. But it does prove a good point though. It's like, how is he controlling anything outside the Matrix?
No,
They're like, did he ever get out? Because how is he controlling the machines with his mind?
But then there's no need for the Oracle and the Architect at that point. There's no need to have them in the story if that's the case, if you're still in there. And there's no need, because even if they were fake, they wouldn't be talking on the bench, like, you know what I mean? Like they did at the end of the third one.
Right, but they're talking to each other inside of the Matrix though.
What? But why? Like why? So do they not know it's the Matrix either then?
But they don't exist in the outside world though. The Oracle and the Architect are in the Matrix, and there is no outside. Like the world is a hellscape. So they wouldn't be able to sit outside anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should just retcon the last 2 Matrix. It should just be the first Matrix, the Animatrix, and then this movie. Get rid of everything in between. Except for that one fight where they're fighting on the semis, they can keep that one fight. And then everything else, retcon.
Right.
You didn't like the fight scene where it was a bunch of them in that courtyard?
Oh, the
Like
thousand agent fight. Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope too, though. When he finally pulled the light pole out.
Yeah, it was so
I was like, oh. Okay, 2 fights. You get to keep 2 fights in one movie, and that's it. That's it. But yeah, who knows? Like the producers and the directors of the Matrix, their minds are so much more creative than mine. Like they could probably go in a million different directions.
Well, it's only one of them this time around, right? One of the two now sisters.
Yeah, it's just one. Lana.
Yeah.
The other sister was like, I just can't fit that into my schedule. That is too much. And I respect that. Like, don't jump on it if you can't handle it, because people gonna have some super high expectations for this movie.
Was that her reason? Is that what she said?
Well, she was like, there's a lot going on. She didn't want to go back. She was like, that was a very, troublesome, like frustrating, troubling time as well. Like there's a lot to do with it, like added baggage to do this movie again. So it was like, I'm just gonna move forward and do something else, which I respect. Like, don't jump on it and make it bad.
Yeah.
Keep it pushing. So in the hopes that it comes out to be good. But I can't see Keanu Reeves returning to it if it's gonna be trash. But I say that I did not watch the last Bill and Ted. So I don't know what that looked like.
I thought it was a decent movie. It's okay. It was just like
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't like anything like fantastic or anything. It can be like super memorable, but it's just like it kind of took it back, and I think they did a pretty good job. And some of the stuff that happened at the end kind of made it kind of a little nostalgic. And it's like, okay, this is kind of like the end of the saga of Bill and Ted kind of thing. But it was good. It was good. It was decent. It's
Okay.
nothing.
So I trust he would only come back if it's going to be a good movie. So
Right.
right. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not super hyped though, because like I said,
Yeah.
the 2 and 3 just it progressively got more just all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but knowing Keanu, he probably did it to make a bunch of money to give away. You know what I mean?
Right. He gonna donate it to some charity.
He was in between
Good guy.
John Wicks. He was like, hey, I got 18 more John Wicks to make.
I just want y'all to know I can't cut my hair. I got 3 more of these to do.
Yes, but I thought that was funny. I was like, is he going to go back to the short? Because he can't, right? You got to be ready for the John Wickness.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to watch the movie to see how they do it. Like, it's called Resurrections. Maybe he didn't really die. I don't know.
Yeah. Can they? I wonder if they can supplant his consciousness into a different body. Because remember, he looked at so I think I did watch the full trailer. Because remember, he looked in the mirror and it was a different face looking back at him at one point.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
Like he looks in the mirror and then it slowly fades in and out of somebody else's face. It's like a bald dude. Like it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that happens in the trailer. Like it's like maybe 3 or 4 seconds, but it's enough where you can see the actual changing of the face. So maybe they just took his mind and put it in a different body.
Okay.
But I'm speculating here. I have no clue. So
Yeah.
Bring up a good point.
But okay, I ain't gonna keep holding y'all. This is a beefy episode right here. So hopefully the listeners enjoyed. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, LeVon. It's always a good conversation. Hopefully I have as much stuff to talk about because I didn't do anything this week. We still had enough to talk about. So hopefully I got better stuff to talk about throughout this week. It won't be as hectic. But definitely up the website, www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, where you get to all our social media stuff. Especially the Facebook, where we have the group where people get to chat back and forth. Send us your questions, your feedback, and whatnot. I've been getting a lot of feedback. People saying they like it, they like the show, and what have you. So definitely keep that up. It definitely keeps us encouraged. This is probably episode 104, if my numbers are tracking correctly. So we're definitely moving up and over to like 125, 150. I think we will hit that range before the year, so that's pretty cool. Now that we do so many episodes a week, but definitely tune in throughout the rest of the week. Listen to our cybersecurity stuff, stuff we get paid for. And then definitely hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY. Excuse me, RYRY Security Guy. I'm on LinkedIn, Clubhouse, Twitter, and TikTok. And you, LeVon?
Hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Mays.
There it is. So stay safe, stay secure.
Take care.